Pastor Sherman D.Manning. I'm here on the corner of Wilshire and Irving, more than 200 yards away from the mayor's house, per the fictitious, erroneous restraining order he got to prevent us from protesting on his street, right here. And we're going to, there you go, stand here and protest. This sign says, Mayor Garcetti, a protest is not stalking. Help the homeless. Yes, we can. Worshipcenter.org. Mayor Garcetti, a protest is not stalking. Help the homeless. Yes, we can. Worshipcenter.org. One gentleman with me from Skid Row, and my sign says something differently. So it's approximately 10 o'clock a.m., May 7th, 2020, and we're going to be here a while. We want to demonstrate, and we're still asking for the same thing. We have flyers. Yes, we can. Worship Center. These flyers were made 2 weeks ago, by the way. Pastor Sherman D.Manning pleads with Mayor Garcetti to house the homeless of Skid Row and across the city of Los Angeles during this pandemic. People are dying. Pastor Manning is praying daily from the 600 block of South Irving Boulevard, where the mayor's mansion is located, until the sidewalks of Skid Row are cleared and the homeless are housed. Please join the pastor. Yes, we can. Worshipcenter.org. Now, those were made while I was actually protesting on his street. Those of you who are familiar probably know that the mayor went and got a fictitious order based on trumped up, erroneous, and mendacious information, claimed that I was stalking, and got a 100-yard order, restraining order, keeping me away from his residence. It is ludicrous. It is ridiculous. To be quite frank with you, we have a constitutional right to free speech and artistic expression. We have a constitutional right to protest. The mayor brought up 25-year-old allegations to use that as a ruse, as a pretext to get me off the street, because he was upset because on the last night of our protest, we actually had a person from Skid Row with us who had camped out. He had his tent with him, and when the mayor woke up and saw that tent in front of his mansion, more than 100 feet away, he went off. And so he came up with anything he could come up with to get rid of me. And it was an abuse of power. It was egregious conduct. And I have decided, I hired a high-profile attorney, Dana Cole, D-A-N-A-C-O-L-E, and I have decided that I am no longer going to discuss the 25-year-old allegation, period. I've said everything I have to say about that. Now, let me say this to you. When they introduce the President of the United States of America, they don't say, this man who has been accused by 13 different women of sexual assault, this man who paid off a porn star, this man, they don't say any of that before they say president. They simply say president, and you know his full name. I don't even like to call his name, to be quite frank with you. Okay? So when they call my name, we're not going to go with convicted. We're not going to go with 25-year-old. We're not going to go with any of that. I'm an ordained member of the clergy. For the past 4 years of my life, I have housed homeless people every day of the week. I have fed the hungry in Skid Row, off Broadway, all over the city of Los Angeles, and will continue to do so. So those of you who want to play into the game, the diversionary tactic of talking about 25-year-old allegations, you may do so. I have no response. It was a wrongful conviction 25 years ago. I got over it. Let the federal courts do what they may. In the meantime, what about the homeless people who are dying on the streets every day? And the mayor has forgotten them. He shows up for photo ops. He had me hoodwinked, believing that he was a good man and that he cared about these people. And I found out instead that he doesn't give a darn about these homeless people on Skid Row. It's a shame. It's sad. Yes, we can. Worshipcenter.org.